Visualizing is the key to realizing. Used by all high achievers, either naturally or through conscious discipline, visualizing is the key to realizing. Your unconscious mind drives behavior, and it doesn't know the difference between something that's vividly imagined and something that's happened on the physical plane. In short, your thoughts and feelings make it real. Time and time again, people tell me that they see themselves in their visualizations, but they aren't getting results. There are only two reasons for this. They're either not taking action. Make-believe without action might be fun for a child, but it's childish for an adult. Or they're not visualizing correctly. They're seeing themselves as though projected on a distant movie screen, rather than seeing what they want through their own eyes, smelling the smells, feeling the feelings, hearing the sounds. Let's say your goal is getting your MBA. Don't merely view yourself receiving your diploma. Hear and feel your shoes clip-clap across the wooden planks of the stage as the dean extends the heavy black casing of the diploma into your hands. Look out into the audience from center stage. Catch your dad taking pictures and give him your proudest smile. See how you can tell, even at this distance, that mom is crying? Feel the difference? A friend of mine had fallen on hard times and took a job working at a high-end lingerie boutique waiting on wealthy patrons. A painful experience until she began passing the time visualizing. As she hung the shop's cashmere bathrobes, she'd imagine the feeling of being enveloped in one after a long, leisurely bath in her future, although she imagined it in the present, sunken jet pool bathtub. She'd sashay across the store after customers left, holding up the Turkish cotton nightgowns against her body in the mirror, slipping her feet into a pair of plush chenille slippers, imagining frequenting this expensive boutique as a paying customer. Frequently, her mind would race to Paris, where she'd be having coffee with her boyfriend just before going shopping. Within a few years, she indeed owned the big bathtub, had a maid who washed her silk lingerie, and had booked her first flight to Europe. Let's revisit something we already know. Quantum physics tells us that we hold our world together with our attention. In fact, the most widely accepted principle in quantum physics is called the observer effect. Without going into complicated detail, the observer effect basically tells you that you get what you're looking for. Think about it. If you want references in your world that people are mean, nasty, and selfish, can you find them? Of course you can. Conversely, if you want references that people are loving, caring, and kind, can you find those as well? You bet. It's all there, and the bottom line is you get what you're looking for. That's the observer effect. Now, I'm assuming that you've chosen your intention. So the most difficult second step is to direct and control where to place your attention. That's why you need intention triggers and attention grabbers to lock you on track. These keep your inner vision more powerful than mere outer observations. When is the best time to visualize? All the time. Every chance you get. The mind thinks in pictures. Period. I don't care what you've been told, your mind thinks in pictures. Some schools of thought state that there are people who are more auditory, others who are more feeling-based, and those who are primarily visual. This is true. Yet no matter what, we all, every one of us, think in pictures. So make your goals even more believable by surrounding yourself with magnetizing images. The picture of your goal plants a seed in the garden of your unconscious mind, and your unconscious then does two things. 1. Sends out the offer wave to the future, and 2. Moves your body into action. You've probably heard of vision boards by now. Most people have. I've been teaching this concept and even had my seminar participants make them in my live events since the mid-90s. But have you made one yet? Now is the time, and I've got a few tricks and twists I bet you haven't heard of yet. You'll need a big piece of construction paper or corkboard. Now, collect images of everything you want to attract into your life. Use photographs, artwork, magazine photos, or printed internet images. Make it a fun project, like being a kid back in kindergarten art period. If you've got kids, make it a family project. Get them to cut out images and paste them on their own boards. Or even make one for the entire family. Money and the toys it brings don't have to be so heavy and serious. Blast loud music that inspires you, maybe even makes you want to dance. Label it My Treasure Map or whatever makes it exciting for you. But it has to be fun. Remember, your feelings are vibrations and send powerful, attractive forces out into the universe. What if you're embarrassed for people to see these boards? Do they seem too cheesy to display out in the open? What if you don't want to expose something so personal around the still negative people in your environment? Make small ones and put them inside your private closets or cabinets that you open frequently. In some ways, this is even better than a big one. Hang one inside the door of your medicine cabinet so it catches you by pleasant surprise each night and morning. Energy flows where attention goes, and you need constantly and consistently to control your attention. That's why attention grabbers are key. You need to have them everywhere so you'll see them all day long in a variety of places. Here's how to take a common idea and ramp it up a notch. Make your board 3D. Cut out colored copies of your face and the faces of people you love, even your dogs, and paste them on top of people doing the things you desire to do. There's your head on a person skiing. There you are lying on a beach, hugging your partner in front of the Eiffel Tower, playing golf at Augusta, standing with your family and your dogs in front of your summer cabin. You get the idea. Then paste on the stuff from your life. A matchbook from the restaurant you wish to frequent more often. The brochure from the bed and breakfast you dream of visiting or owning. The dried flowers from your wedding bouquet to help strengthen your marriage. Not just magazine copy, but things that mean something to you from your physical world. Then, this is key, when you look at these images in multiple places every day, several times a day, imagine that you've already had these experiences and that these boards are merely your photo albums. Close your eyes and relive those moments through your own eyes again. If you can see it and feel it, you're on a high-speed path to achieving it. As always, get busy. You can also create intention triggers to carry in your purse or put by your bed to flip through before you fall asleep. Personally, I love having powerful images that emit high vibrations in my line of sight. One of my friends has hers beautifully framed. They grab her attention during a call or when she needs to take a break from the computer and focus elsewhere for a minute. Take photos of your larger board or photos that make you feel abundant and post them everywhere. I've had clients make collapsible boards that are portable. Go to the showroom, sit in your dream car, and have someone take a picture of you in it or of the view you see sitting in the driver's seat, looking over the dashboard, with your hands on the steering wheel. Do you understand what we're doing here? Quotes and sayings inspire too. My friend Linda walked dogs in her neighborhood each morning with her neighbor, Brooke, who was pregnant with her second child. Brooke was having a terrible time with morning sickness. She felt ugly, fat, and guilty for not having an ounce of energy for romance with her husband. To lighten Brooke's load, Linda used her label-making machine to create inspirational stickers for Brooke's bathroom mirror. In her eye line while she brushed her teeth, washed her face, or brushed her hair, Brooke saw these words: "This is a blip in my long and beautiful life. Our baby is happy and healthy, the perfect addition to our loving family. My body is fit and strong. I am beautiful, and my husband's hot." Those stickers made Brooke smile every day, helping her feel good and focus on what she wanted during a challenging time in her life. That painful time truly was a blip, The pain was real. Brooke's daughter was born 10 weeks premature, but she's now strong and healthy and into everything. The perfect whirlwind addition to their family. Brooke signed up for Pilates, got in great shape, and she and her husband just returned from an intimate vacation together, where they fell in love all over again. The idea is that each time you glance at your dream images, it grabs your attention and focuses you on your greater goal of wealth, health, and fulfillment, and also keeps you in harmony internally and externally. The idea of stepping into that reality becomes closer each time you do. Experiencing the sensory details and feeling the feelings as if you were there right now taps into one of the mind's most powerful tools. A reporter once turned to Walt Disney's nephew at the opening of the Epcot Center and said, "It's too bad your Uncle Walt didn't get to see this, isn't it?" Roy Disney immediately replied, "Oh, Uncle Walt did see this, and that's why you see it now." Doing what wealthy people do right now. Here's another trigger and grabber that I promise works. Years ago, I heard a speaker state that I should keep a $100 bill in my pocket at all times. This was in my early 20s, back when $100 was a lot of money. I went to the bank, took out the cash, put it in my money clip over a stack of $1 bills, and immediately felt like a high roller. I never spent that $100, always just the inside cash. This gave me a constant visual of having money in my pocket. Later, I began carrying more, going back to the idea that if I'm an $800 or more per day person, I should carry at least a day's worth of money in my pocket at all times. As my wad grew, I'd walk into my favorite store, look at something expensive, and know that I could pay cash for it that minute. Not that I did, mind you, but I'd go into the vibration of financial abundance just knowing that I could. That felt great. Can you feel the power of that versus having a few crumpled ones in your pocket that you squeak out every once in a while like a little rabbit? Eek, squeak, I want to be abundant. Ain't gonna happen. I see people shopping with that tight vice grip look on their faces, and I want to say, loosen up, my friend. You're scaring money away. Every time you reach in your pocket and feel cash, it sends a powerful message to your unconscious. Hey, I've got money. Here's a weekend project. Walk into nice stores with the job of spending that cash in your pocket, but only in your mind. You don't even have to do it. Just know and feel that you can. Try on the $3,000 Armani suits, imagining that you've got the cash to buy them now. Try on Rolex watches, Tiffany wedding rings, and couture ball gowns with the expectation of owning them. This raises your energy. Shift your mindset and prepare your intention. Go sit under a shade tree in a beautiful park and feel the well-being rise up inside you. That's a great way to shift your mindset without involving money. If your park is too crowded or distracting, drive across town and sit under a thick, abundant elm where you can watch children playing with nothing but time and love on their side. Tour a rambling museum and appreciate fine art, or sit in a large, airy library surrounding yourself with the wisdom of the ages, or visit a luxurious hotel lobby. Read autobiographies by famous people. They often have riveting rags-to-riches stories. Read theirs and use your imagination while scripting your own story. If it's convenient, visit a castle as I did. There are infinite possibilities. Get creative. The trick is to embrace the royalty within you wherever you are.